Did you know that eating at 3 a.m. could actually interfere with ovulation? If you work night shift or live with someone who does, stay tuned because today I'm sharing how meal timing can make or break your fertility. Hello, I'm Melanie McGrice, a fertility and prenatal dietitian. I help women optimize their nutrition so they can give their future babies the best possible start in life. If that's something that you're working towards, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly tips. So today we're talking about night shift and its impact on fertility. Night shift can certainly be tough on the body. My sister's a midwife and she often works rotating nights, so I can see how exhausting that can be. And although not nearly as noble, I've done my share of late shifts too, back when I was studying dietetics at uni. To help me pay my way through, I juggled all sorts of jobs: event management, medical reception, retail sales, preparing meals in a hospital and more. And for a short stint, I worked in a nightclub. In hindsight, not one of my wisest choices, not just because of the hours, but because of the havoc it played on my body. I'm a little embarrassed to admit that I'd drink a bottle of cola every night to stay awake and grab whatever food I could find. Now, with a bit more life experience and having studied the research on night shift and its effects on hormones, I'd love to go back and have a word with my 20-year-old self. But there are so many people, like my sister, who make a huge difference to others by working nights. If that's you, let's talk about what's really going on inside your body and what you can do to protect your fertility. Our bodies follow a natural circadian rhythm, that internal 24-hour clock that tells us when to wake, when to sleep, and even when to digest food. When you work nights, that rhythm flips upside down. You're eating when your body expects to be fasting, and you're sleeping when your body expects to be awake. Research shows that this disruption affects hormones like insulin, cortisol, and even reproductive hormones. Studies have linked long-term shift work with irregular cycles, reduced fertility, and a slightly higher risk of miscarriage. Now, that doesn't mean that working nights makes pregnancy impossible. Far from it, but it can make things a little bit trickier. One hormone that's especially sensitive is melatonin. Now, most people know melatonin as the sleep hormone, but it also protects your eggs from oxidative stress. Overnight light exposure from hospital corridors, screens, or bright lamps can lower melatonin and potentially affect egg quality and ovulation. So how do we work with your body instead of against it? Well, the first strategy is to plan meals around your body's hormonal rhythm, not just your roster. Think of your first meal after waking up as your breakfast, even if that's 5 p.m. Eat within an hour of waking to help reset your clock. Choose balanced meals with protein, whole grain carbohydrates and healthy fats, something like overnight oats with nuts and berries or eggs on whole grain toast. If you're starting a night shift, have a proper meal before work. Treat that as your dinner. This gives sustained energy and prevents all-night grazing. During the shift, keep snacks light. A handful of nuts, yogurt with fruit, or a few rice crackers with cheese will keep energy steady without spiking blood sugar at 3 a.m. One study found that women who ate most of their calories earlier in the waking period, instead of late at night, had better blood glucose control and improved insulin sensitivity, both essential for ovulation. So it's not just what you eat, but when you eat that matters. After your shift, avoid large meals right before bed. Digestion slows down during rest, and heavy food can trigger bloating or reflux. If you're hungry, have something small, a banana with nut butter or a few whole grain crackers, then get some rest. Now, if you're finding this video helpful so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up, because this helps more shift workers find these fertility tips. So back to it. Hydration also matters. Working nights can really dehydrate you, especially if you're working in an air-conditioned environment. And even mild dehydration can affect cervical mucus and ovulation. So keep water nearby and limit caffeine to the first half of your shift so that it doesn't wreck your sleep later. If you're on regular nights or rotating shifts, check your vitamin D levels too, because less daylight can lead to deficiency, and vitamin D supports both mood and reproductive hormones. Magnesium can also help with muscle relaxation and sleep quality, but always check with your healthcare professional before starting supplements. And finally, routine is your best friend. So try to keep meal and sleep times as consistent as possible, even on days off. Hormones love rhythm, and that consistency helps reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and support healthy ovulation. Now, I know working nights is tough, especially when you're trying to conceive, but even small tweaks, eating your main meal before work, keeping snacks light overnight, and letting your body rest properly during the day can make a real difference. If you'd like personalised guidance, you'll find a link in the description box to book a consultation with one of our international team of fertility dietitians. And I'd love to know, do you work nights? What's your go-to snack throughout a shift? Please share in the comments so that other people can get some ideas as well. And I look forward to seeing you in our next episode.